Hi, Simon Keeling here. Thanks for watching. It's Thursday afternoon. Boy, am I miffed. I've already recorded this forecast once, and you know what I did? Deleted the recording. How stupid am I? Anyway, this is just a ramble, really, as to where I think conditions are going to be going over the next few months, and just to bring you up to date, really, on my thinking on things. This is the sea surface temperature chart, the anomaly chart for this afternoon, and quite interesting actually. It's starting to show warmer water in the central Atlantic here, but colder water off towards the south, off towards the southwest of the British Isles. This coinciding with a ridge of high pressure that's been building out there. Some really cold water stuck in there, look, and is this going to suppress convection and upward movement of air? I wonder. Warmer conditions around the British Isles. This is one of the reasons why we're seeing so many showers and unsettled conditions. Now, just look at that chart and then look at the forecast from the CFS model of sea surface temperatures to show what happens through the winter months. Look, near normal temperature conditions through the area, through the Atlantic, and these are three-month cycles. So this is August, September, October, November, etc. And look what happens though as we get through the winter months. A warm block of air coming in, just to be west of the British Isles. Now then, that provides energy at the surface because it encourages air to move upwards. So with that amount of energy, does that hint that conditions through the winter months could be more unsettled? Now, I've been predicting a cold winter, or a colder than normal winter. Perhaps not to the level of last year, but certainly colder than normal. But I'm now starting to change my mind. Getting this guidance in from the CFS, and this is being confirmed as well by other models, which I'll show you in a moment. I'm starting to think, are we in for a nearer normal autumn and a nearer normal winter? That's not to say there won't be wet periods through the autumn and through the winter too, or cold periods through the winter. But I think overall, when we balance it over 3 monthly periods, I think it could be near normal. This is the CFS forecast for temperature anomalies. Where it's blue, it's colder than normal. Where it's orange, it's warmer than normal. September through November for autumn. Look, we've got near normal temperatures across the whole of Europe. October to December, similar again. Same for November through January. December through February, so the winter period, look, near normal temperatures across much of Europe. This is starting to back up my ideas, which is either very worrying or can build confidence in the forecast. You take your pick. And this is the precipitation anomalies as well, predicted by the CFS model. And little bits of green, so a little bit of above normal rainfall, but this is exactly what you'd expect to see with quite a mobile westerly flow. That bits and pieces of northern Europe will be just above normal rainfall, sort of 120%, but for most areas, look, it's generally near normal rainfall, except towards the south through the winter months. Now that would hint that pressure here is higher, with pressure here lower than it should be for the time of year, which hints at a stronger jet stream coming through the British Isles. So if we look at the jet stream, let's take a look at September through November. So this is for the autumn period. Oranges and yellow colours, now they indicate stronger than normal jet stream down towards the south of the British Isles. But let's just look at December through February. So this is winter, and look, stronger than normal jet stream across that northern part of the Atlantic. Slower than normal speeds across mid-Atlantic, hinting that high pressure is in here. But this is the area where we could see more mobile conditions. And if we look at the Chinese model, just to see what they're predicting, which has been pretty good, this is their their anomaly for precipitation for the period from September through to November. Near normal rainfall, look again. So they're going for the same thing too. And then as far as temperature is concerned, near normal temperatures. So all this is kind of building my opinion that we're about to head into a fairly normal autumn period. Yeah, there'll be some dry periods and also some wet periods, but when you balance it out, it looks like it will be near normal. I suppose you could call it a really boring period, actually. And it looks like winter is going to be very similar to that too. I'm currently not a fan of the idea of it being a very cold winter, which goes against what actually my long-range forecasting experts here are saying. But I'm looking at it more and more and thinking, you know what, I don't think it's going to be an exceptionally cold winter, certainly not compared to to last year. I think temperatures are probably across much of Europe around normal. Perhaps the south of Europe could be slightly above normal. Far north of Europe, sort of northern Scandinavia, slightly below. I'll try and put some charts together and some maps together to show you that. But just wanted to share that with you, that's where the current thinking takes us. Okay, thanks for watching. Keep the sun shining, and see you again soon.